up, guys? So we have a new project. The Cressida is now gone, and in its place we have this 1990 240 SX, the S13 hatch. So I was making the Cressida something that I really wanted to do. I was making it to be my like street slash drift car, but I went for a track day, drove it, and didn't handle how I wanted it to. Got to drive a 240 that day, and it just made me instantly, I was like, this is where I got to be. There's a lot of good and a lot of bad. We'll go over it, but it's gonna be a project that I think we'll be able to make a lot of stuff from, and it's gonna be a lot of cool stuff, I feel like. So I already have a ton of parts on the way, bunch of stuff ordered. So I'm gonna take you guys through it right now and just check it out. As you can see, it's got the pig nose, which is my least favorite front bumper. I cannot stand the pig nose. I think it just was a terrible decision, and I think the Chuki front ends, especially with the lip, I think looks way better. But really, Type X is where it's at, or body kit. Obviously, all messed up. The bumper's cracked. It's falling apart. Here's the second worst feature of the car. These mirrors. I cannot stand these. I ordered some GK Tech, some Aero mirrors. They look like Ganadors, but they're not $1,000. So these gotta go. Starting with the problems, this is what we gotta fix. So the headlight motor, it's actually the piece that holds it onto the motor, is broken. It's missing. So that one doesn't work. This one is all connected, but the headlight switch, I don't know, has a wire cut, so I don't know why. We're gonna have to figure that out. I have this piece, I'm just took it off because it needs to be painted. But yeah, let's check it out. Moving on. Doesn't work. Doesn't matter though, it's fine. So pretty standard interior. It is power windows, which is cool. This one works. This one doesn't. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm either gonna see if I can find somebody that's parting out a 240 to put the thing back together, or we're gonna, you know, that's gonna stay like that. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find somebody that has one for the bottom piece so I can mount it up, but if not, I'll just make something up. I'll make up a bracket. But then the ECU, so I do have a dual cam swap. I don't know, the ECU was just chilling in the glove box, but it wasn't connected, so I mounted it up right there for now. It'll be all right. No AC. I don't know if the blower's there or anything, but the controls aren't, so it doesn't really matter. The radio is mounted. I mounted it up, but the pocket is just not the right size, nor is it in correctly. That's another thing. The dash doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work. This works, which is cool. So we got to get all those to work, but we'll put a gauge pod right here for like oil temp and stuff like that, coolant and shit. We've got the hatch with the privacy cover, which is cool. The struts are blown in the hatch, of course, like most of them, but we got some new ones right here, so we'll put those on. So now these work. So next is gonna be these. It took a while, but tails are in. Honestly, I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it with having the 180 SX piece instead of having the new piece, but honestly, I don't think it looks bad. You see the Croc Gang? But honestly, I don't think it looks bad, so that's what it's gonna be for now. But now those work. Tails are in. These are free for anybody to pick up. So, the car is definitely a lot different than you guys saw it last time, or I guess like 2 seconds ago. I didn't record putting on the bumpers at all. This is all just like a rep kit, and it sucks because I wanted to buy, you know, a full kit. The BN Sports is my favorite personally, But you know, money. So this is what we've got. It looks pretty good. Side skirts actually surprised me how good they looked, and they actually fit on really well. The bumper sucked though. This thing was such a pain to get on. It still is not that great. Like, you can see there's chips. And then I did use the like quick release bumper things because it just did not want to suck it in right here. So I finally got this a little bit better, but then there's a huge gap right here. It's really not that great. And eventually I'll go to a real BN Sports. I don't know, maybe I'll keep those side skirts and just go front and rear bumper. But whatever. For now, it's good. I ended up just using the same brackets from the pig nose front end. It's a million times better than my old pig nose though. That was ripped and torn and messed up, so it's progress. So we got the side skirts. The only problem is when I ordered the kit, I thought it was for a hatch. Turns out it was for a coupe. Therefore, the bumper's not fitting. So I think I'm just gonna run no bumper, just run the bash bar just because I like it better, and I don't know. We'll see. Eventually I'll get one, but right now we're gonna wait on that. Painted these right there. Sorry, my car's covered in ash right now because there's a fire in California and it blew all this ash over all my cars and stuff. My Camry is terrible. But anyways, these finally came in, which I really like, which are the GK Tech aero mirrors. You know, it's kind of like a Ganador like rep. I think they look pretty dope. The only thing that I'm gonna have to figure out is that this one stays still no matter what. But every time I get in my car, that mirror pointed down. I don't know why. It moves it on its own. So something I gotta figure out. I ordered something for this seat that I'm super excited about. Like, honestly, I cannot contain myself. I check my emails every day just to see if there's an update, if there's anything. I'm being patient with it, but it's gonna look so good in this car, and something that everybody has, and I don't know. It's gonna be really cool. All right, continuing on with this, you can see my interior's all taken apart again. So I had fixed my power windows, and then they broke again. This time it was the power regulator, so it sucks because I already spent $100 to fix the motor, or to get a new motor, I should say, and then now the regulator went out. So I'm hoping it's from the same shop. It'll be another $100. They don't want to spend as much on windows, but hoping that once I do that, I won't have to worry about it again. Okay, so in here, nothing's really changed. We still have everything the same. It was put together. That'll get fixed. What has changed is this. I'm super excited about this because I did this all, like, it really didn't take much. Okay, so my gas, I showed you my gas worked, but none of the rest worked. So speedometer wasn't connected. I found the wires, read through like a couple hundred pages of wiring diagrams, and then figured out which one I needed, connected them with some disconnects and stuff, and then the plug wasn't there anymore. I don't know why. When they did the swap, they cut the wires. Anyways, fix this. This works. This one won't work because it's a single cam. Sorry, actually I said all of it works. This one won't work because it's a single cam cluster. I need a dual cam cluster, or at least the tachometer from it. So not a big deal. And then the coolant wouldn't work. I checked all the wiring. Wiring was good. I couldn't figure it out. So I changed my coolant temp sensor and the coolant switch. And so now it works. So everything's working now. Got all that done. This stopped working after I already fixed it. This is gonna be my hassle. My lights will not work from the switch. But if I, which makes no sense, but if I manually put them down, and then if I turn on the stock, the button still won't work, but if I turn the stock on for my headlights will automatically pop up. I don't know. I'm thinking the relays for the return are bad or something, so another thing we gotta switch. So last time I showed you guys the engine, the vacuum leak was still really bad. I don't know if we had that done yet, But we fixed some things in the engine bay, make it a little bit nicer. Still got a long ways to go, but it's getting there. This I painted, turned out really good actually. I was surprised. And then, so I just used some spray paint, primered it, then painted it, and then I put some like metallic flake or whatever on it. It looks pretty cool. It looks like the cleanest thing in the engine bay, but anyways, this right here I got from Pro Shop Noble, which shout out to them because this stuff is awesome. Like the parts that they made, they made this as a direct fitment for S13s because Nissan doesn't sell that part anymore. And like this is actual power hose steering lines, and the brackets and everything that they use, not brackets, the clamps that they use and everything are just like perfect. So it went from being super leaky all the time, and I got my power steering pump rebuilt, then that done, so now I don't have to worry about that anymore. So now that I talked about it for a while, let's start it up so you guys can hear what it sounds like now. And then, oh yeah, also I fabbed up a little, I mean, I guess fabbed is a loose word for it. I made these little brackets right here. They looked better before, but then I just kept hammering on them because I wanted it to fit. They still sell these on eBay, which are like OEM bushings for it. So I just bought those and then took some little steel plate I had, cut it up, bent it, and then drilled it out so that it fit those. So now my radiator stays still. So hopefully the video is not too much of a mess. I know it's kind of accumulation of stuff that I've had for the past few months. It's been difficult to keep the progress up, but going forward, things should be a little bit more current, up to date on the car, and I'll just keep videos coming, even if it's something small we do, put it out there. So hopefully you guys like that. And I feel like the car's at a good base point now where we can take it to the next level. So hope you guys are excited for it, and get ready to see more of this.